Hi everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Hope everybody's doing great this morning. It's Monday, May 5th. It is Logan's birthday today, our son Logan. And we're going to get him something out at Olive Garden tonight. I think he wants eggplant parmesan. I believe that's what he's wanting. Anyway, today is... currently it's 53 degrees, high today is only 63, so it's still a little bit cooler. 28% chance of rain, winds at 1 mile per hour, so at least it's not windy. Today there will be an out and about with Mike and Joy. I didn't start it until after we left Kroger, but we went to Kroger to pick up a prescription for Logan, and we decided to go get something from Pals. And it was just a beautiful day, so I thought we would get a video in of us doing that. And yeah, it was really nice. It felt cool outside. I think it was 63 or something like that. When we went out, it felt perfect outside. What's for dinner? I'm not for sure. I wrote it down, but we didn't discuss anything. Something around here, I'm sure. Oh yeah, today, since it's Logan's birthday, yeah, we're supposed to get Olive Garden. I don't know why I didn't think. I need to get some sleep. Still hadn't been sleeping well. But my sinuses too, they're terrible. And for some reason, they get worse at night. Yeah, and it's hard to breathe sometimes because of it. Yeah, so now here's some jokes. I don't know what's up with the place that usually sends me the jokes. They're just, one day they do it, and then they'll go for 2 or 3 days without, and then they'll do it for 2 or 3 days, so I don't know. But we always can find some jokes. Where were the teacher's eyes? Why were the teacher's eyes crossed? She couldn't control her pupils. What has a bed that you can't sleep in? A river? What did the duck say when it bought lipstick? Put it on my bill. Why did the melon jump into the lake? It wanted to be a watermelon. Why are pediatricians always so grumpy? They have little patience. Let's see. What lights up a soccer stadium? A soccer match. What creature is smarter than a talking parrot? A spelling bee. Which U.S. state has the smallest soft drinks? Minnesota. That's Minnesota is what it really is, but they're saying Minnesota. Okay. Let's see. Why did the drum take a nap? It was beat. Where do hamburgers go dancing? They go to the meatball. Why did the tomato turn red? It saw the salad dressing. And we'll go for one more. Why, or how about, what do you call 2 monkeys that share an Amazon account? Prime mates. Okay, that was pretty good. Now, let's see. I saw one, but it's going to go to a different place probably. Let's try this, because I'd like to know for sure about this. Go to the questions for trivia time. How many grams of sugar are there in a regular can of Coca-Cola? 39, 7, 250, 120. Gosh, I know there's a lot. But I'm not for sure. I don't know how. I don't know if 39. I don't know if that's a real lot of grams. But I think it is. I'm going to go with 39. That was my first thought. That's right, 39 grams. That's a lot, though. Let's see what it says. Coke is loaded with sugar. Of course, that's no secret, as the soda's sugar content is on every can and bottle, as well as on the company's website. A 12-ounce can of Classic Coke contains 39 grams of sugar, while Cherry Coke has 42 grams. Ugh. I don't drink them anymore. Now, when I was working for them, I wouldn't drink anything but Coke products. Never. And I drank a lot of them while I was working. Too many. I used to drink those Mellow Yellows. I couldn't drink them all day like I used to now. Which tale is often called the world's first novel? The Tale of Genji, I guess Genji, Journey to the West, Don Quixote, Ulysses. I think it's Don Quixote. It's old. No, it's Tale of Genji, but I've never heard of that before. Let's see what it says. So it's not the one I picked. It's Genji. Tale of Genji. Written 1,000 years ago, the Japanese epic The Tale of Genji is often called the world's first novel. Following the life and romances of Hikaru Genji, it was written by a woman, Masurasaki Sukibubu. Okay, that's plenty. Which president was the first to have a telephone in the White House? James A. Garfield, Rutherford B. Hayes, Chester A. Arthur, Ulysses S. Grant. No, I'm thinking, Ulysses, you're thinking of the Civil War. I think they had telegraph back then, but I don't think they had telephones yet. Chester A. Arthur, Rutherford B. I'm going to go with Chester A. Arthur. No, it's Rutherford B. Hayes. I just didn't know at all. On May 10, 1877, President Rutherford B. Hayes had the White House's first telephone installed. It was in the mansion's telegraph room. President Hayes embraced the new technology, though he rarely received phone calls. Okay. How fast can a hummingbird's heart beat? We've talked about this, but it's been a long time ago. 1,260 beats per minute. 3,660 beats per minute. 2,860 or 3,260. It's a lot, but I don't know which one. I'm going to go with 3,260. No, I didn't know how much it was. I knew it was a lot, but it's 1,260, 1,260. I just remember saying, oh, wow, that's a lot, There are over 330 known species of hummingbirds found only in the Americas. Hummingbirds can fly forward, backward, and even upside down. Wow. Their hearts can beat as fast as 1,260 beats per minute. Okay, I thought that sounded like a lot. I should have known. 3,000. Who is the U.S. president that has been elected more than 2 times? Thomas Jefferson, and we've spoken of this briefly before. George Washington, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Ronald Reagan. Poor old Ronald, hey, he couldn't have made it another one, He had Alzheimer's. But I think it was Franklin D. Roosevelt. And it's something to do with the war, I think, and stuff. Come on, he's not. Let me. Yeah, that's right. Let's see what it says. On November 7, 1944, President Franklin D. Roosevelt is elected to an unprecedented 4th term in office. 4th term? I thought it was 3. Isn't that what it said? FDR remains the only president to have served more than 2 terms. Okay. Anyway. Okay. Which of these historic military commanders was attacked by rabbits? George Washington, Napoleon, Alexander the Great, Julius Caesar. Oh, I remember hearing something about this, or reading about it or something a long time ago. I want to say it's Napoleon. Yeah, I mean, I was sitting there thinking, you know, what was it I heard? Who was it about? So it's Napoleon. It had George Washington, Napoleon, Alexander the Great, and Julius Caesar. I hope I read them off, y'all. I shouldn't start talking about different things when I'm trying to do the answers. Okay, many people don't know a relentless horde of rabbits once attacked Napoleon. There are a couple of versions of this story. Most agree it happened July 1807 after Napoleon signed the treaties of Tilsit. Looking to celebrate, the emperor proposed a rabbit hunt. Something strange happened. When Berthier released the rabbits from their cages, so they had them in cages so they could... Okay, that's not really hunting in a way. Released the rabbits, they didn't scurry and fight. Instead, they bounded toward Napoleon and his men. Hey, what's the big deal? What's... Hundreds of fuzzy bunnies gunned for the world's most powerful man. That's him. Get him, everybody. Attack. Okay. Bordeaux is a wine-growing region in which country? France, Spain, Italy, Greece. I give y'all a second. Greece, Italy, Spain, France. France, Spain, Italy, Greece. Same over and over. It's France. France. France, France. That's right. It wouldn't answer it. Yeah, there's nothing to say about that, really. Which buildings did Don Quixote mistake for giants? I remember this. And I don't think I've read the whole book or anything, the novel or whatever. Churches, castles, palaces, windmills. If you've seen a movie, or I think there's been some animated ones and stuff, it was windmills. Yeah. Don Quixote is a Spanish epic novel, a founding work of Western literature. It is often labeled as blah, 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 blah. In chapters 8 to 10, Don Quixote attacks some windmills that he believes to be ferocious giants. Attack! Attack the giants! Windmills, giants, attack! The American Civil War ended in which year? 1860, 1863, 1865, 1867. I think I know this. I am going to say 1865. That's right. The American Civil War was a civil war in the United States. It was fought between the Union and the Confederacy, and the latter formed by states that had seceded in 1865. One more. Which item often used in jewelry forms in an oyster? I think everybody will probably know this one. Emerald, pearl, gold, platinum. Look at this gold nugget I found here in this here oyster. It's a pearl. Yes. An oyster can slightly open the two halves of its shell to let in water. Water brings oxygen to the gills. The oyster feeds on bits of food that the water brings with it. Doesn't have to work very hard then for its food. Pearls form when a bothersome object such as a grain of sand or a small fish enters the area between the oyster shell and its mantle. The oyster protects itself by wrapping it in many layers of smooth substance called nacre, forming a pearl. Well, I mean, so actually it could have like a little fish at the center of it? Is that what, I mean, that'd be kind of weird. It says a grain of sand or a small fish enters and it makes it into a, okay. I got 7 right today and 3 wrong. I enjoyed them. It got me on a few of them I really didn't know. So I did learn something for sure and got some brain exercise in, which I hope you did too. And I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also subscribe if you haven't already, and share this out and hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, I hope you have a great day and a great morning. And definitely check out Out and About with Mike and Joy today. And we're going to celebrate Logan's birthday all day. Bye, everyone, and God bless.